Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your new moon in Sagittarius reading. Please take what resonates and release what does not. This is just a general collective reading for the sign of Gemini. Not everything will resonate with you. You can always check your rising sun and moon readings as well to see if those help bring additional information or more accurate information for what is going on for you right now. So let's look at this new moon that is sitting in the opposing house from you. New moon in Sagittarius. First card that shows up is let go of the past. This is a nice energy starting right out. I see this looks like a full moon. So I feel like when we had the full moon in Gemini, which was a couple weeks ago. I did reading for your sign for the full Gemini, reading for full moon in Gemini. You can go check that out in my playlist. But I feel like something was triggering up during that full moon because I'm seeing this full moon here. And it just gives me the energy of you really seeing something, understanding something, gaining information or insight on something that could have been a catalyst. Like I feel like it was something that began bringing about some sort of a change. And I feel like that's, like I said, this was around 2 weeks ago. And now I feel like you're starting to really recognize where you're planting that seed and where you're going to nurture and water that energy. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. We have defeat, doubts underneath all of that. Ooh. So I've done some readings. I mean, I'm almost done now, but I do feel this is going to be one of the more heavier ones that I have done. Like I've seen some, this to me feels like over the course from that full moon up until the time of this new moon, somebody's really been going through something. Like they've been in this portal of discovery, this portal of enlightenment, this portal of discovering things that were hidden, gaining some sort of news information. Um, I feel like that has helped clear up a lot of things for someone, but it does feel like there is this residual energy or this undercurrent of energy that's bringing up some doubts, fears, or insecurities. So please be mindful. Look at that. You'll know if this resonates with you. And again, I feel like these it's clearly saying defeat the doubts, and I'm feeling it goes along with the doubts, fears, insecurities as well. Like I am feeling that energy. So let's grab some more and see what other energies want to show up. What other energies for the sign of Gemini for this new moon in Sagittarius? New moon in Sagittarius. Ooh, all right. This one jumped right at me. Rejoice in love. So I do feel there is a new portal. I feel like something is coming together. I do feel like I did feel this sense of heavy energy. And I feel like that is what's changing. I feel like through all the things I had previously mentioned, I feel like as a result of that catalyst, that change, that seeing things that you couldn't see before, a deeper understanding, a higher learning, some sort of thing like that. I feel like somebody is understanding where it says rejoice in love. I'm feeling where the peace resides. I'm feeling where the love really is. What's authentic, what is not, that sort of energy. I feel like you're making headway. I feel like things are happening. I do feel like the energy is gaining momentum, and it does say stay in the flow of the energy. So I feel like it would be obvious that you'd want to stay in the flow of the positive things, the higher vibrational energies, the good things that are flowing and happening, and detaching or disconnecting or eliminating, sacrificing the things that are not right, that are no longer serving you. Next card that comes up, love unites. So this is definitely a coming together. I'm not really reading this as a love reading, but it can be, very well could be. But I kind of feel life in general, right? Where maybe it was going through a really challenging time, cycle, period in life. And, after something was discovered or you've, learned some things or something like that. I kind of feel like all of that was falling apart, and now it's time to bring the things together that are meant to be for the long time term. I definitely feel long term. Optimism, this is you being optimistic, and you cannot have these doubts and be optimistic. I'm feeling you have to pick a lane. I feel like this is talking about having faith, and trust and believe in, the higher vibration, those sort of things, the good that's going to come from this thing. I kind of feel that defeat doubts is talking about fears and insecurities as well. I don't know why, but I do. Express your emotions. There you go. There's the next card that's showing up. Bottom of the deck is life is opportunity. And as long as you're still here, there is still opportunity for you to change the course, to course correct, to acknowledge, changes that need to be made or choices that need to be made, that sort of thing. It's what it's giving me. I feel major change with this new moon for you, Gemini. So again, you can leave me a comment and let me know. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. Let's get some clarifying energy. Let's get some clarifying information. What is this let go of the past? Tell us about this let go of the past. 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 All right, these two cards came up, and it's the Seven of Fire to the Four of Fire. Well, it came out like this, really. So we'll go Four of Fire to the Seven of Fire. This talks about stability, security, is celebration. It talks about getting to the top of the mountain. It talks about rising above, standing your ground, defending your stance and your position on something. Um, and I feel resulting in a celebration of something solid, something stable, something really changing. For a fire can be within your home, your family, your connections, your relationships, something like that is how I'm feeling. But it can be also within a job or a career. But I do feel there is a celebration, um, moving forward. When it's this let go of the past, this if things bother you or haunt you or keep you up at night, that from things in the past, that sort of thing, I'm also kind of feeling like, rising above that, like feeling it, healing it, surrendering it for transmutation of that energy. Next card that comes up is the nine, the Hermit card. This is the number 9. I feel like whatever that cycle is over. I feel like right now you're heading into this place of having opportunities, a lot of keys to different doors that you could open, some that you don't even see coming. I'm also feeling with this energy right there that it's as a result of you overcoming, facing those fears, doubts, insecurities, rising above all of that, and bringing forth this where did, oh, it was on the bottom of the deck. Life is opportunity, like taking that opportunity to open doors and to um, overcome some situations is what I'm feeling. Next card is the Four of Earth. I feel straight up with this with this Four of Earth. I'm feeling like somebody was stuck and they were just stuck. I'm just feeling blocked, like stuck, blocked, maybe because of finances, maybe because of whatever reason it is. It feels like it's something to do with finances, though. That's how I'm feeling. And I'm feeling the universe is trying to usher in this new beginning, this you having to face fears, overcome obstacles and challenges, to stand in your power, to rise up, to take a leap of faith and towards a new beginning. This is all about a new beginning. When we see the when we see the Fool card, it's about taking a leap of faith. It's about being fearless, not carrying a bunch of baggage with you, right? And that baggage can be fears, doubts, insecurities, worries, like anything like that is baggage, right? This does feel like stepping into your power, feeling confident, optimistic about the future, optimistic about life, you know? It's just giving me that and allowing that beautiful energy, that energy of unconditional love, of nourishing, of nurturing, nourishment, um, to align, to fall into place, to come into fruition. Next card that shows up connecting the energy of rejoice in love is the justice card. I'm going to say, because there's no way not to say it, when justice shows up, there's been an injustice. So there has been an injustice in the past, and justice is here to bring balance to a situation. Bottom of the deck is the three of air. There's been some sort of heartbreak, betrayal, something like that, that I kind of feel whatever this was a betrayal. It was a very emotionally challenging experience or time for whatever reason, but and I feel like somehow along the line there was an injustice with whatever this is, and now the justice card showing up front row and center is telling me that, the scales are going to be balanced. That's it. Like justice is going to be served, the scales are going to be balanced in this situation, and that would be the truth when we've seen the Queen of Air show up. I feel with this Queen of Air, she is representing, I feel behind the scenes somebody has been going through an ascension. I've always said the king and the queen always talk to me, give me the vibe of somebody mastering that realm of air, right? Mastering the mind, mastering their thoughts, mastering their communication, that sort of energy. There's a lot of intelligence, there's a lot of wisdom and knowledge that has been gained. I feel this white owl is symbolic and significant towards a fresh new start, a new beginning from a clean page or a fresh slate, whatever you want to talk about, however you want to address that or say it. And I feel like this is going to bring you forward quite quickly. Wow, look at this. Towards the wheel of fortune, towards this change. And it's as a result of a cycle that gets closed out. We've seen the Fool card already, and now there's a World card. So I feel like something has to be closed out in this new beginning to move forward. It does feel to me like by bringing balance to a situation, or because balance is being brought to a situation, I'm also feeling with the Queen of Air where somebody is, they know now. They've gone through an ascension, they've been woke up, they're seeing things differently. They have a lot more knowledge, power, wisdom than they once did. They know better, they're going to do better. Three of air when it comes to heartbreak, when it comes to pain, when it comes to that sort of energy. Could be within relationships because we got the two of water right there. When it comes to connections, it can also be where somebody has, you know, come out of a connection and are going to connect, go into a new connection. I didn't pick it up as a love reading at the beginning, but I'm definitely feeling this is the line it's carrying down now, where they were heartbroken. They've gone through some challenging emotional experiences. They were stuck, blocked, financially challenged in some way. And I feel like that's shifting and changing right now. Nine of fire. This is somebody who walked through the fire. This is somebody who's, I feel, being forged as a result of the fire that they walked through. This, I love to see the stars in this card. This is typically the wounded warrior, but this is giving me an energy of somebody who is no longer a wounded warrior. Now they're like a rising star. Now they are glowing up. Now they are ascending into their power, into alignment, away from those energies that I feel caused a lot. Like it definitely feels like there was some situations going on or that had happened in the past that they're coming out. Look, death card. That is over. It's done. The energy has been transformed. We got the strength card on the bottom of the deck with the nine of water at the bottom of the deck. Strength card, Leo energy. This is having strength, courage, and confidence to go after a wish fulfillment. Um, like I said, somebody's been through the fire. Let's grab one more card and then we're going to bring some of these inspirational and motivational messages to hopefully help you. Yeah. Three of water. Where did I see the three of water? Was it in this no, it wasn't in this one. And look, King of Air. Somebody has mastered, somebody has managed, they have done the ascension. To see the king and the queen show up, I feel behind the scenes somebody was gaining enlightenment. They were going through an awakening. They were, upgrading as far as their intelligence, their intuition, their knowledge, their wisdom goes. Maybe people weren't seeing it we're not seeing it happening. Maybe it was something happening behind the scenes, but I'm feeling with the King of Air showing up out here right now, it's ready to be presented to the world. And I think that's a beautiful thing, right? Really beautiful thing. All right, let's grab some inspirational messages for you, Gemini. I can't control the world, but I can control how I choose to perceive it, right? Yeah. I love that. I think that's really great. And I do feel like somebody has learned that lesson. I feel like they know that they can only control what they can control and are not trying to, like sometimes people do try to control things that aren't theirs to control. Like we've often hear people say they're trying to play God in someone else's life, right? That sort of thing. That will never be a good situation. You should not want to do that, manipulate people to control people, that sort of thing. I kind of feel whoever I'm talking to, you know what that is about. I feel like you've learned that, how there was some sort of manipulation. It was an injustice anyway. I'm looking at it, how I'm seeing it. But I do feel like you've learned a very valuable lesson about this. And I kind of don't feel that energy of you staying connected, attached to bitterness, anger, resentment, anything like that. I feel like you're taking it as a lesson learned. You're taking your knowledge, your wisdom, your insight that you've gained through that, and you're embarking on a new journey. It's safe to ask for help. People want to support me. And yes, good people will support you, right? People who want to control you only help you when they can control what you're doing and that sort of thing. That's kind of not always a fun and easy thing to have to look at. But once you see it for what it is, it can change everything because that's not help. That's manipulation and that's control tactics. That's toxic energies trying to keep you trapped and bound and needy and codependent. That codependent is never a good thing. Next card that comes out: when I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. And that's a good thing. That's always a good thing. You really want to recognize the good in people and, and make sure they are, are aware that you appreciate and are grateful for the good that they do, the higher vibrations they put out into the universe to lift the vibration as a whole. That's a fantastic thing. Let's see what other energies for the sign of Gemini. Next card out: all that I love is more important to me than all that I fear. And we seen that over there where there was fears, doubts, and insecurities. So, and I did feel someone rising above all of that. Like they're rising above, defending, protecting, standing their ground. They're claiming what they desire, what they want, and they are going for it. Like they are embarking on a new beginning is what I'm seeing here. They're going to align with the higher vibration, the vibration of love, of peace, of joy, of fun, of success, because they're all going to be part of the same group, right? It's giving me that energy. All right, this is the last card, and I am so sorry about this. I don't know if it's the way the sun is at this time of day, but I am getting the vibe that during this time of the day, it's not a good idea to make videos because it does this same thing. So, final card for you: I am committed to bringing forth my greatness. I will no longer play small. That's right, right? Definitely. Let your light shine. People don't have to like it. They don't have to look. You don't have to care. It's all good, right? My high vibe thoughts create health in my body, peace in my mind, and love in my heart. And this is somebody who has really gone through a major, I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you have gone through a major awakening, a major ascension. I don't feel like it was an easy one. If you've been around listening to me read for any amount of time, I always say the biggest the biggest ascension to go through is with the air, right? Because you're having to master the mind, master your thoughts so that you're not letting all the worst case scenario or negative things run amok and bring you down a rabbit hole that probably was not even real in the first place, because the mind can play tricks on a person. You ever hear that phrase where the mind is the devil's playground, right? That sort of energy. Someone has gone through an ascension, and I don't feel it was an easy ascension, but I do feel they've mastered this and have reached success in this ascension, which is a beautiful thing. Gemini, I hope this message serves you well. Please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment if this resonates with you, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because you will be notified when I do post more content. Thank you for being here. I send you love and light.